everyone, I am here with your story of Miracles Do Happen. Tonight's story is called Jesus Made Me Feel Better, and this one is by E.V. Sparrow. In the winter, when I was 4 years old, I couldn't breathe. My cough sounded like a seal. I'd been at the zoo. That is the croup. It was the middle of the night, but Mama flipped on the light and carried me into our only bathroom. The rest of the family woke up. From the hallway, 4 worried faces peered at us through the doorway of the tiny room. "What's happening?" my oldest brother asked Daddy. Sis wailed, "She's turning blue. Why?" "Blue? I didn't care. I just wanted to breathe." My other brother yelped, "Is she going to die?" "Die?" I was scared. I started to cry and choked. Mama announced the steamy shower will help Birdie breathe. She handed me to Daddy, slid the psychedelic hot pink and orange shower curtain back, and turned on the hot water. Daddy rocked me and whispered in my ear, "Don't worry, baby." My breathing problems stemmed from a premature birth when I got sick and couldn't breathe. I was held in a steamy shower, and my parents covered my bed with a tent overnight. I remember people doing that. My cousin was in one of them, actually, at home. The improvised tent consisted of a sheet tucked under the head of the whole wrought iron bed and secured with a broom and a mop handle on both sides. A black vaporizer sprayed a cool mist with menthol under the sheet. Mama shooed everyone away, but Daddy closed the door to the bathroom to fill the space with steam. "Breathe slow and deep," she groaned. Several moments passed. The strange sounds of my wheezing and popping breath subsided. Daddy carried me with Mama behind us to a canopied bed. My nightlight cast half of my bedroom into shadow, but lit up Mama's sweet, treasuring face, lying beside me near my pillow. In the wee hours of the morning, when the windows were still dark, Mama rose and tiptoed to her own bedroom. I felt the mattress move and opened my mouth to tell Mama, "Don't leave." No words came out. I tried to turn my head and lift my hand. I couldn't move. "I'm scared." Darkness surrounded me like a black blanket. No air, no light, no sound. I screamed in my head with all my might, "Mama, don't leave me, I'm dying." I slipped further underneath the terrible black blanket. "Help me, come back, Mama!" A large, gentle hand pressed against my chest. A man's voice spoke near my face. "Breathe. Be still. Do not be afraid. I am with you." I stopped my silent screams, drew in a deep, life-giving breath, and fell asleep. Hours later, the kitchen phone rang. My room was warm and yellow, and bright golden light glowed through the tent. My bedroom was against a canyon wall, so it was usually cool and shady in the morning. Mama's muffled voice drifted down the hallway. "Hello, Dr. Short. Thanks. Calling Birdie is sleeping. Terrible night. Trouble breathing." The vaporizer hummed, blowing damp air and strands of hair into my face. I sat up and lifted the edge of the makeshift tent. The broom that secured the sheet plopped over my bed. The mop slid down the wall and landed on the vaporizer. "Uh-oh." Mama's voice caught my attention. "Yes, your office within the hour." I flipped onto my tummy and slid to the floor. My flannel nightgown didn't follow me, but clung like glue to the sheets and quilt. In my struggle to untangle these fabrics, my long, honey-colored hair covered my face. My feet hit the carpet. I pushed everything away with a huff and froze. Who was sitting on the end of the bed? A man with brown, wavy, shoulder-length hair sat, with his hands tucked, the folds of his white robe. He had a mustache like Daddy and also a beard. He didn't speak or move, but he watched me. I fidgeted with a knot in my messy hair and studied him. Jesus! He looks like Jesus on the cross in the church. His smile widened, and his penetrating eyes twinkled. "He looks nice," I smiled back. He waited. "Can I touch him?" His smile encouraged me to draw closer. I slid my hand along the mattress as I crept toward the end of the bed. My hand came within inches of his legs. My chest almost touched his knees. I paused and looked up. His expression of love and understanding was intense, but gentle. I like his eyes. There's a fire burning inside them. I stared deep into those eyes. He sees inside me. He was more than loving and gentle. Close up, he was magnificent. My courage to touch him or climb onto his lap vanished. Dishes clinked in the sink. "Mama!" I slided past him, between the dresser and bed. "I want Mama to see Jesus." His radiant eyes gleamed. At my doorway, I turned away and ran into the kitchen. "Mama!" Mama knelt down and squeezed me tight. "Oh, you're all better. I was worried about you," she cried. "You were so sick last night." She wiped away a tear and kissed my head. I twisted loose from Mama's hug and yanked her hand. "Come quick and see. Jesus is sitting on my bed," I tugged again. "What?" "Hurry, let's go." I pulled Mama down the hallway to my room. "He's not here." I touched the imprint on the bedspread and looked under the bed, in the closet, and out my window. "I wanted to show you Jesus," I pouted. "I believe you, Bertie. I can see it in your face." Mama understood it wasn't my vivid imagination, and I was glad, but I was disappointed. I didn't get to show her Jesus on my bed. "Where did he go? Did he go back to heaven?" Mama squatted down and held my shoulders. "When I was a child, I was taught about heaven and Jesus' love and his power. I couldn't breathe, Mama. Jesus helped me out of the black blanket." Mama hugged me and buried her face in my neck. "We are weak, but he is strong. God helped you, Bertie." Every day I kissed the statue of Jesus on my dresser until over time his memory faded. I wondered as I wandered in my search for a now invisible God. Where was he? As a teenager, I discovered that he never leaves us. No matter how far we wander off, he always finds us. We found each other at a Billy Graham film. The next day, I reminded Mama, who had also wandered far off, about the forgiveness Jesus offers to us. Mama didn't see Jesus that morning when he was sitting on the end of my bed, but he let me show him to her when the time was right. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's story. Bye.